Hi, listeners, and welcome to Why Walking Matters, the Science Explained. This week's article is from verywellhealth.com. What happens to your cholesterol when you walk every day? By James Myrie and Dennis Seafries, MD. Updated on July 2nd, 2025. Medically reviewed by Josephine Hesser, DO. Walking can help lower your cholesterol when done regularly and at a brisk pace. A 2022 study reported that moderate intensity exercise, such as brisk walking, can significantly increase desirable high density lipoprotein (HDL) cholesterol and potentially reduce low density lipoprotein cholesterol (LDL), lowering the risk of heart disease and stroke. How walking helps with high cholesterol. High cholesterol, hypercholesterolemia, affects 1 in 3 adults in the United States and directly contributes to around 500,000 deaths from cardiovascular diseases like heart attack and stroke each year. Hypercholesterolemia refers to high LDL cholesterol, which can clog arteries, and low HDL cholesterol, which helps clear LDL from the blood. HDL versus LDL cholesterol. HDL cholesterol contains a higher proportion of protein and is made up of substances that don't lead to plaque buildup in your arteries. High density cholesterol also carries LDL cholesterol away from the arteries back to the liver, where it's broken down and eliminated from the body. On the other hand, LDL cholesterol has a higher cholesterol and lower protein composition. When there's an excess of LDL cholesterol from consuming a diet high in calories and fat, excess LDL cholesterol seeps through artery walls and oxidizes, combines with oxygen. When oxidation occurs, macrophages, white blood cells, consume the oxidized LDL cholesterol in the artery wall and die, leading to inflammation in the artery walls. The body is then triggered to block the increasing macrophage by creating tissue in the artery walls called plaque, resulting in atherosclerosis. Walking at a brisk pace has been shown to benefit people with hypercholesterolemia in these two key ways. Increasing HDL. Aerobic exercise stimulates the production of an enzyme called lipoprotein lipase, LPL, which raises HDL levels and breaks down fatty acids known as triglycerides that contribute to the hardening of arteries, atherosclerosis, potentially lowering LDL. Although LPL has a lesser impact on LDL cholesterol, some studies suggest that increased levels of HDL correspond to LDL reductions as more LDL cholesterol is carried to the liver to be broken down. How much walking do I need? Generally speaking, more is better when it comes to the cholesterol lowering effects of walking. This includes the duration and frequency of walking and also exercise intensity. To achieve moderate intensity exercise, you need to raise your heart rate and breathing by walking briskly or on an incline. Research says lower intensity exercise has less effect on LDL. A 2018 review of studies involving adults with hypercholesterolemia concluded that exercising at lower intensity has little effect on LDL levels. It is only when combined with weight loss that this level of exercise can help lower LDL in an impactful way. Higher intensity exercise may improve LDL. A 2022 study involving healthy males reported that 12 weeks of daily moderate intensity exercise increased HDL by 6.6% and decreased LDL by 7.2%. Among those who engaged in daily high intensity exercise, HDL increased by 8.2%, while decreases of LDL were similar to those in the moderate intensity group. Moderate versus high intensity exercise. Low intensity exercises are those in which you move but do not breathe harder than normal. These may include walking the dog or walking leisurely on flat surfaces. Moderate intensity exercises are those in which you breathe harder than normal and can talk but not sing, such as brisk walking or cycling. If you're still able to sing, you need to pick up the pace or walk uphill. High intensity exercises are those in which you are breathing heavily and can only speak a few words at a time. Examples include running, swimming laps, aerobic dancing, or spinning. Other health benefits of walking. As with all moderate intensity exercises, brisk walking has been shown to offer other health benefits beyond lowering cholesterol, including managing weight. Studies show that just 30 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise a week is associated with an average weight loss of 1.1 pounds and slight reductions in body fat and waist size. Lowering blood sugar. Compared to adults with diabetes who do not exercise, engaging in moderate intensity exercise can help lower and maintain better control of blood sugar. This may also help lower your risk of type 2 diabetes. Strengthening bones. Brisk walking places beneficial stress on bones, encouraging bone remodeling and mineralization. This can help strengthen bones, particularly in postmenopausal people at risk of osteoporosis. Improving mood. Brisk walking stimulates the production of feel-good hormones called endorphins that help ease depression and anxiety and also improve sleep when performed no later than 1 or 2 hours before bedtime. Key takeaways. Regular brisk walking can significantly increase good HDL cholesterol and potentially lower bad LDL cholesterol when paired with a healthy diet. Health experts advise adults to engage in at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise, such as brisk walking, each week, exercising on most days. Moderate intensity means breathing harder than normal to where you can talk but not sing during exercise. How to make the most of your walking routine. Brisk walking is a great way to start a heart healthy exercise program. To obtain the most benefit, you need to create a routine that is sustainable and progressive. Here are ways to do so. Start gradually. Begin with shorter walks and gradually increase the pace, duration, and intensity week on week. A fitness app, pedometer, or walking journal can help you keep track of your progress and ensure you meet your weekly goals. Make walking a habit. You're more likely to stick with the program if you block out regular time for a walk rather than fitting it in. Consider walking to work each morning or carving out time before or after lunch. A brisk walk at the end of the day can also help you unwind. Make it enjoyable. Find the activity you find most enjoyable, such as walking on a treadmill, walking in nature, or joining a regular walking group. The more fun you get from walking, the more sustainable it will be. Listen to your body. If walking causes any pain, you may be pushing yourself too hard. Ease back, take a break if necessary, and wear proper shoes. Dr. Sifris is an HIV specialist and medical director of Life Sense Disease Management. Myri is a journalist and HIV educator. Thank you for listening to Why Walking Matters, the Science Explained, and have a great week. Happy walking, listeners.